Hi, Kinesiology 3010. Today I'm going to take a little bit of time to go through your research paper directions. So I'm going to kind of walk you through all of the needs that you have for this paper and presentation. I know it is all due at the end of the semester, but you do have a kind of a prep lab coming up to help you get started on your topic. But let's go through kind of what this is, um, what the purpose of this project is, and what you need to know and how you need to complete this project. So this is a situation-based project where you are now the researcher. So we've done a lot of practice with different types of research methods and different measurements and ways to evaluate things within kinesiology. So looking at speed, power, different types of fitness. Now it's your turn to create your own study or propose your own study. This is similar to what would happen if you were in a master's program and you are determining what your master's thesis would be, or if you're in a special honors research project, or you're planning to do some sort of research with a faculty member, maybe here at CSUB, maybe in the coming years you're really interested in research. This is kind of how the process works. So you're going to create a proposal. So that means you're just going to say, this is what I want to do. Which first you have to choose a topic within the field of kinesiology that you are interested in studying. The topic needs to be based on a question. So all of our research is founded on some sort of question. If you look at all of those research articles that I'm having you read, I'm doing that for a reason. They all have a purpose statement, and that purpose is based around a certain research question. They want to learn something about a population. So you need to find a topic, create your purpose statement, your research question, determine your hypothesis, so what you think will happen based on the research that you review, so those other papers that you read based on your topic, proposing methods, so how are you going to create this experiment in order to answer your question. And then you need to use or propose a statistical analysis approach in order to evaluate the measurements that you propose within your methods. So we're kind of going through all of the preparatory processes for creating a research study within the field of kinesiology. This class is all about measurement and evaluation. We need to propose how we are going to measure and how we are going to statistically evaluate this information. So you have free reign to really what you want your topic to be, and you are proposing this topic based on information that you learn from a minimum of 5 peer-reviewed articles. You can't have less than that. If you have less than 5 peer-reviewed articles cited within your paper, you will get a 0. It will not be accepted. Okay. So with that, we need to have no protocols or systematic review papers. You can add them additionally. So if a paper says systematic review on it, it does not count towards your 5 peer-reviewed articles. It can be your 6th, but it does not count towards your 5. Because systematic reviews do not have statistical methods. They just summarize other articles. So that's a great place to start and find more resources. But you do need 5 peer-reviewed articles on original research. And then your proposal should be no less than 3 and no more than 5 pages. So that means 3 onto the 4th, no more than 5, don't go on to the 6th page. If it is outside of that range, you will lose points. And that does not include your title page or your reference page. Make sure it's in 12-point Times New Roman or Arial font, PDF or Word document format, and then APA format for all in-text citations, referencing, headers. I recommend using the resource Purdue OWL. You can Google it, and it can really take you through exactly what you need to do for everything. Submissions outside will not be read. You're going to lose points. But you do get the chance to submit a draft. So you get to submit a draft to me of what you plan. There should be a completed draft. I'm sorry the dates on this paper are incorrect, but you have to submit a draft by May 2nd, so 5/2/21. So you do have a lot of time, but we do have a lab that is due on April 4th, where you need to have your outline and your sources, so your topic and your sources and what you plan to write about, submitted by the 4th of April. So that's a month early, gives me a chance to give you some feedback on what you're doing, and kind of help you prepare. And then your draft will be due on May 2nd, and your final presentation and paper will be due on May 16th. So don't worry about these visuals here. It's all available on your syllabus. You do also, with this presentation, or with this paper that you're creating, you have to present your proposal. So you need a quick 5-minute presentation. So this is like an elevator pitch, quick, to the point, what we're going to do, and what my question is, what my hypothesis is, how I'm going to measure it, and what statistics I'm going to use. That should be a recorded video, so you can use Zoom and record to your computer perfectly fine. And then you just submit that MP4 file. If you have issues with file types and things like that, contact me ahead of time. Do not contact me at 11:55 on the day that it's due and say that it doesn't work. I can't help you then. Okay, send it to me ahead of time so I can help you make sure everything works. When it comes to the grading rubric, you have a similar rubric for the paper as well as the presentation. You can go through all of those points. If you read what is a 10, and you can read your paper and watch your presentation and mark everything down and say, yep, that meets all that criteria, you're probably going to get that kind of grade. You're going to get the grade based on the rubric. So I'm going to read the rubric and watch your presentation, read your paper, and score you based on how well you achieve the criteria within the rubric for each level. Okay, so it's very simple. It's cut and dry. That's what we're going to do. If you have questions about your paper, questions about your topic, please email me. Please set up office hour meetings. The students who set up office hour meetings about their paper and about their presentation are much more successful. Okay, I'll set that out ahead of time. That's what I've seen. The ones who meet with me do much better than the ones who don't or choose not to meet with me. All right, thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, please contact me.